Hello friends, in the first 3 videos on design of experiment, we had seen basics related to design of experiment, including all the terms and concepts used in design of experiment, phases in DOE, as well as pre-experiment checklist for DOE with the help of practical examples. From this video, we are going to learn the general procedure to conduct design of experiment with the help of practical example. As this is a very important and will take somewhat longer, we will see this procedure in 2 parts. The first part will be about to plan, create and conduct screening and optimization experiments, and the second part will be about to analyze an interpretation of an optimization experiment. In this video, we are going to learn the first part of this procedure with the help of practical example for easy understanding and better clarity. So let's begin. Plan the experimentation process. As seen in the last video, before you create a design or collect any data, you should define your objectives and outline a general plan for the experiments you want to conduct. Because resources are limited, it is very important to get the most information from each experiment you conduct. This experimentation process consists of 5 steps. 1. Use a sequential experimentation process. A sequential experimentation approach uses a sequence of smaller experiments where the results at each stage guide the experimentation at the next stage. An advantage of the sequential approach is that at each stage only a small number of experiment trials are conducted, so that you are less likely to waste the resources on unproductive trials. A typical sequential experimentation process includes several stages. You should only use the stages that are appropriate for your situation. Typically, the stages include the following. Preliminary screening. Create a list of potential factors and then eliminate unimportant factors using brainstorming, hypothesis test, graphical analysis, or other tools. Design of experiment screening. Use a screening experiment when you need to reduce the number of factors further. In the screening experiment, we can examine the main effects of 2 to 48 factors to identify the critical few factors that influences the response. Modeling. Use a modeling design to construct a model that describes the relationship between the response and the critical factors. In the modeling design, we can examine the main effects and the interaction for 2 to 5 factors and look for the curvature in the continuous factors. If the curvature is detected, then we will add the experimental trials that will allow you to fit a quadratic model. And optimization. Use the final model to search for an optimal solution. In optimization, you can identify the optimal settings for each factor, if that is important for your process. 2. Define the problem you want to address through experimentation. Developing a good problem statement helps to ensure that you are studying the correct variables. At this step, you identify the questions that you want to answer. Once you identify the question, it must eventually translate into a statistical statement. 3. Define the response Y and the goal for Y. Select a response variable for the process that directly relates to customer requirements. Typically, a good response variable is continuous and can be used to define an overall goal for the process, such as a minimum or maximum. You may have more than one response related to your process. In many cases, these additional responses are part of a problem you are trying to address. Some common examples of additional response variables are cost. Often, it is important to include the cost as an additional response. One approach is to maximize the initial response variable while minimizing the cost. And variation. You may need to minimize the variation in your process. One approach is to target the mean of the initial response at a particular value, while minimizing the variation of the response. If you have multiple responses, then you should try to study those responses with your experiment. 4. Establish a budget and plan for the process of experimentation. Plan your budget for the entire experimentation process. Be sure to include all the resources needed to complete the experiment, such as systems time, equipment time, and operator time. Because the experimentation process is sequential, do not devote more than 25% of your budget to your first experiment. And 5. Communicate the overall plan to stakeholders and obtain their approval. If the key stakeholders have not participated in the planning process or have not been fully briefed on the goals, then have them review and approve your experimentation plan as well as budget request before you start the experiment. The more that the stakeholders fully understand the strategy and the goals of the experimentation process, the more likely they will be support the experiments. Define your objective. In the experiment, if the number of factors is more than 5, then conducting the optimization experiment will be more time consuming as well as involve a higher cost. Therefore, we must reduce the number of factors to less than 5. We need to use a screening experiment when we want to reduce a large number of potential factors. By doing this, we will examine the main effects of 2 to 48 factors to identify the critical factors that have the greatest influence on the response. For example, a plastic manufacturer uses a screening experiment with 12 factors to determine which factors have the greatest influence on the strength of the plastic. But if in the experiment the number of factors is less than 6, that is 2 to 5, then construct a model with 2 to 5 critical factors that you can use to identify optimal factor settings. Use a modeling design to examine main effects and two-way interactions as well as to model curvature if detected. For example, a food manufacturer creates a modeling design with 4 critical factors to study how the critical factors influence the response. Now, let's see how to reduce the number of factors to less than 5 and then the next steps in the experiment. For references, I have taken some part of this very detailed content from Minitab. Now to end, please like this video if you have found it useful, add your valuable comments and share this video to your friends and colleagues to improve and refresh their knowledge. If you want to get updates of such a videos from my channel, please do not forget to subscribe it and click on the bell icon and select to get all notifications. And finally, thank you for watching.